Here we go. Two classics that I'm excited because they're making a remake of it right now. I think it's coming out this year. It is Splatterhouse. Splatterhouse 2 and Splatterhouse 3 came out on Genesis. Splatterhouse 1 did not. It was in the arcades and it was on Neo Geo or something else. I don't know. But not Sega. But Splatterhouse 2 was, and so was Splatterhouse 3. For those that don't know, it's like a horror-themed game. It's mega awesome. It's gory as hell. We got in a pawn shop one time. We were visiting my uncle, and he took us to a pawn shop. And he's like, "Oh, check out these cool things you can get. They have like bikes and stuff." And then they had like 5 games. And me and my brother saw Splatterhouse. Didn't know what it was at the time. All we saw was it's not on here, but on the box itself, it had like mature 13. We were like, "Whoa." The letters are all bloody. There's blood dripping from this guy's pole. We were like, "What is this crap? This is the scariest shit I've ever seen. Let's get this. Get this, Uncle Mike. Screw these bikes." We got it, and it is scary. It's like really gory, really gross, and the music just creeps you out really good, like side-scrolling kind of beat 'em up, I guess, / platforming elements, but just scary, beating up weird monsters. Splatterhouse 3 is kind of in the same vein, real scary. It's faster paced and it's more Double Dragon style beat 'em up. It's not on one plane; you can move up and down also, and it's more free roaming. There's multiple innings. You're trying to find your way through the house, and you can doors open. You can go left or right, and you have to get through it as fast as you can to try to save your wife and kid, who are being taken by the demons. Really good. One of my favorite games ever. The new one, I hope it's good. I'm already kind of disappointed because Mastodon, I think, or some metal band is doing the music for it. So instead of having orchestral, scary ass music, it's gonna have metal happening the whole time. Hopefully not. We'll see. Sonic and Knuckles. You can open it up, put Sonic 2 in there. Everyone knows that. Put Sonic 3 in there. Probably one of the best Sonic games. It's fun to play as Knuckles fly around. E-SWAT, City Under Siege. It goes E-SWAT in the menu. It's pretty awesome. It's got you're a cop, and then after level 2 or something, you get this awesome RoboCop type suit. You can fly around and shoot different missiles and stuff once you get it. Side-scrolling shooter. Pretty good. Alright. These WWF games are awesome. I actually didn't have them on Sega when I was a kid, but the kid across the street had them on Super Nintendo. I think the one he had was Royal Rumble. And we played this a lot, and it was fun to just pull off the signature moves as any of the people. Be the Undertaker, and just be like, "Oh, Tombstone! Tombstone, your dad won't pit you!" It was just exciting when it happened, because you had to get him down to enough life. Even more so later on in N64, WCW vs. NWO, Revenge, best game, one of my favorite games ever. But this was the first one I played. They gave me that feeling, and I was kind of a wrestling fan when I was a kid, and to pull off signature moves and stuff was just fun. Playing against my brother, playing against John, who's the guy who had the Super Nintendo across the street. They had other games. Raw, I think, was after this, and Super WrestleMania, I think, was the first one. And then this was the sequel to it, Royal Rumble, and then this was the most recent one, was WWF Raw. And they're all good, and they're all awesome. Razor Ramon, one of my favorite wrestlers. The Razor's Edge. Can't escape it. Wolverine Adamantium Rage, real horrible game. It's got really bad collision detection, but I'm a Marvel fanatic, and but still, I recognize that this game sucks ass. More for collector's purposes, I got it. Wolverine-based game, pretty awesome. Sunset Riders, if you guys haven't played this, you should. One of my favorite games. It's an arcade game. If anyone remembers, you can choose from 4 different cowboys. In this one, you can only choose 2. Mexican guy with a poncho and a shotgun. If you're smart, you pick him. And the white guy is the blue cowboy. He's got 2 guns. And it's a side-scrolling shooter. Real funny animations. If you light somebody on fire, they kind of crisp up and turn to ashes and fall. If you step on a rake, it flies up, hits you in the face, kind of in the vein of I guess the Ninja Turtles arcade game, when you fall down the sewer. It's pretty hilarious. Little funny things like that, but it's a really good game. fun boss battles and stuff. Really short and kind of easy on the easy side. No, it's not. Depends what difficulty you play it on. If you play it on hard, it's pretty effing hard. Jurassic Park. This is like, I'd say it's like the first survival horror game there is. It just feels like you're being hunted all the time when you play as Grant. You never kill dinosaur really, you just kind of tranquilize him, try to sneak by him. Hopefully he stays asleep. I'm trying to get by him right now. T-Rex kind of stalks you throughout the whole thing. He'll just pop his head in and out anywhere, and you gotta blind him with the flash bomb and try to run away. It's really good. I played it a lot when I was a kid. A friend of mine, PJ, had it. The guy used to spend the night and play to Cap Attack all the time. And then you can also, there's a second mode of play where you can play through the game as the raptor and try to hunt Grant. And that's funner too, but there's less strategy. It's more of a quicker game. But Grant is like where it's at. I think that's like the main game to me. Earthworm Jim and Earthworm Jim 2. Earthworm Jim 2 never had it as a kid. I just bought it because Earthworm Jim is one of the greatest games ever. Played this like crazy when I was a kid. Always hated the one level where you're driving around in water in that submarine. You can't hit any of the walls because it starts to crack. It starts to crack. It starts to crack. It gets hella cracks in it. And you're like, don't want to touch a wall at all. You're like, shit, shit, shit. And then you hit a wall. Eventually cracks. Water floods in. You die. I think that was my laptop. So that was Earthworm Jim 1. Everyone loves it. It's hilarious. Platforming, shooting. Earthworm Jim 2. I don't know it as well, and I still haven't played all the way through it, but it's more of the same. Hilariousness, fun, good times, good music. These games have great music. Revenge of Shinobi. One of the best ninja games there is. If you don't know this, again, and you own a Sega, you should. It's a really good game. You throw shurikens. Kind of, side-scrolling platforming. Play it if you haven't. It's taking a long time, longer than I thought. So I might go faster through these and share less experiences. We'll see. Golden Axe 1 and Golden Axe 2. I don't have Golden Axe 3. I think that was Japan only, or import. You can only get it if you got an import version or something. Or it's mega rare, but you can still see it on eBay. I see it on eBay a lot. Haven't bought it yet. But Golden Axe 1 and 2, some of my favorite games, beat 'em ups in the medieval timeline. You should know what these games are. If you don't, what the fuck? They're great. Play as a human, by the way. He's the best one. Streets of Rage. Streets of Rage is the beat 'em up game. To me, it's the definitive one. All of the games are based on it, even the ones that were made before it, even Double Dragon. Like, it's the most perfect. It's the epitome of beat 'em up games. 1, 2, and 3. If you want to see the best one, 2 is the best one. 3 improves on it. It's a lot faster, but I think it got 2 harder, and it also had shittier music, like way shittier. But just the evolution of the games, 1, 2 to 3, you can see each one gets slightly better, like presentation wise, but they're all the epitome what a beat 'em up should be. Streets of Rage. Check it out if you haven't. Alright, that was one drawer. We got one more drawer, and then I got a stack of box games here. Paperboy, never had it on Sega. It was always one of my favorite games on NES, and I just bought it on Sega too because I saw it at a used shop. And I was like, oh yeah, it was on Sega too. Let's check out the 16-bit version. Pretty much the same as the other version. Music slightly better. Graphics slightly better. Mario Andretti Racing, never played it. But it's here. Genesis 6-pack, never played it. I'm kind of against this, being a collector. I forget what's on it. I think Streets of Rage 1 is. Revenge of Shinobi. Golden Axe 1, I think, is on it. I don't even know. But it's 6 Genesis games in one. It's cool if you're not a collector, you just want 6 awesome games. Clue, game based on the board game. It's fun if you got nothing to do and you don't have the Clue board game. Other than that, whatever.